Hi, this is my team. I'm Santiago.
I am Diego.
And Rani.
And welcome to the Museum of the Firefighters of Chile. We will start with the room of firefighting materials and the evolution of the cars. Here we will see the most important materials used by firefighters in Chile and how the cars were changing over time. First, we're gonna talk about this. This here is a manual extinguisher that was used in 1940, which is a still water tank for manual use. The lever actuator drives the water to the hose that allows directing the jet. This one up here. This is a shower head that was used by 1980 and it's a cylindrical piece with red hose. At one end it has a unit attached to a hose and extracts filtered water in floods. This one up here is a trifocal that was used around 1920. It's a device where a water inlet can be divided into three different outlets. It's one of the most commonly used tools by firefighters. This one up here is a bronze pitons that were used by 1890. They were part of the first tools used by the firemen since their foundation. Here is one of these shaders that was used in the middle of the 20th century, also called hook. Is a tool used to break on top and ceilings of the ceiling. Normally is fixed to a wooden handle that in this case is absent. This is a pencil letter that was used in the middle of 20th century, also called pegado letter because it's religion and displays which allows for easy movements and use. Now we will see the drugs that the firemen used to move. All of these are scale models of several fire trucks that were used in the 20th century, and these one were also used in the 20th century. And the most old is this one, that is a model of a steam pump that was pulled by horses used in the 19th century.
In the room of Más que Fuego y Agua are different types of clothing used by the firefighters. First, when you enter to the room, you see a blue suit of a firefighter volunteer in 2016 by a very important division that was named USAR. Later, when you go straight, you see a red clothing that was used by a member of the Green, that they are especially come to the rescue. Then when you go to the left, you see a brown suit that was used for vehicle rescue. You go straight another time and you see like a suit used for mountains and that type of places. Finally, if you go to the right, are suits basically used for going to the mountains and that type of places. First, in the room of La Evolución de las Comunicaciones, we can see a black suit used by the Fire Department Directory in 1881. Then if we go to the right, you see a green and a red suit used by a volunteer of the 5th Company of Santiago. And if you go to the right another time, you will see a blue suit used by the 1st volunteer that is named Garibaldi in 1939. And If you go straight to another time, you will see a black suit and a helmet used by a company of CBS in 1992. And back of us are different type of helmets used by the firefighters. And yeah.
Welcome to the Martyrs of Chile room, where we will see the most important firefighters of Chile. But what is a martyr? A martyr is a person who dies for his ideas. In this case, it's people who die to save the lives of others. In this room, we will only talk about the oldest martyrs. So let's start with that. The first one is Rafael Ramirez Salas. Is a volunteer of the third company Claro y Abasolo. Died in the line of duty on March 19 on 1888 due to injuries received in the fire at Fontecilla and Alameda Bernardo O'Higgins Avenue. The second one is Arthur Glaciu Chiminau, volunteer of the 4th Fire Company Pump France, killed in the line of duty on January 16, 1892 in the fire at the corner of Moneda. Luis II Johnson, volunteer of the 3rd Company Claro y Abasolo, died in the line of duty on March 1988 due to injuries received in the fire at Fontecilla and Alameda Bernardo O'Higgins Avenue. Rodolfo Osa de la Fuente, volunteer of the 1st Company Duty and Constancy, killed in the line of duty on September 3, 1876 in the fire at San Diego Avenue and Eleuterio Ramirez. Emilio Grunwald Legman, volunteer of the 7th Description of Fireman Honor y Patria, died in the line of duty on November 14, 1901 as a result of injuries sustained in the fire at Estado and Huérfanos Streets. And the last one is José Gabriel Rojas Miranda, auxiliary of the 6th Fire Company Salvadores y Guardia de Propiedad, died in the line of duty on November 3, 1903 due to injuries suffered in an accident while attending the fire at Galvez and Franklin Streets.
The name of the reading room is Why Am I a Firefighter? In this room, you see the magazine with the name is Firefighters in Action. With this part, you see the medals with firefighters otorgate that they get throughout their career. In the another showcase, you can see a capture. I escalate the file, and well, this would be all. And thank you for your attention. And that's it. And this is my theme. Thank you.